Mike Tindall, former rugby star, husband to Zara Phillips, and all-around doesn't care about your drama guy, isn't exactly losing sleep over the Sussex saga. He's been a royal by marriage since 2011, but according to his friend and podcast co-host James Haskell, he'd rather tackle a £400 forward than wade into the tabloid chaos surrounding Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. The tea was first spilled when Tindall took a playful jab at Harry at a Rugby World Cup party in 2003. Back then, Tindall jokingly mused about pretending to hit the young prince, saying the royals wanted to fill him in for real. This little tidbit resurfaced thanks to a book by Omid Scobie, the Sussex's cheerleader who spends an unusual amount of time defending Harry and Meghan's honour. When the story went viral, Scobie's take predictably triggered the usual fanfare of outrage. Trolls came out of the woodwork, and Tindall, or Tins as his friends call him, became the latest target of Sussex fans. But when Scobieties fumed, Tindall seemed utterly unbothered. As Haskell described it on The Good, the Bad and the Rugby, Unleashed, Tindall gives 0 Fs about stuff like that. Haskell, in typical teammate style, jumped to his buddy's defence, calling the online pylon a load of nonsense, noting that people who don't know Tindall's humour have trouble grasping the sarcastic tone that he's known for. According to Haskell, any context or humour in Tindall's banter with Harry evaporated once Scobie shared his take. And did Tindall try to save face or issue a public apology? Not a chance. Tindall's only reaction, a shrug, some hearty laughter with his friends, and a complete lack of concern. In fact, Tindall's approach to the whole Meghan and Harry drama seems to be summed up in one word: indifference. During a promo tour for his podcast, The Good, the Bad and the Rugby, Tindall even managed to subtle dig at Meghan's portrayal of the royals as cold and distant. According to OK, when asked about joining the royal family, Tindall casually mentioned that marrying into the royal fold wasn't all that complicated for him. They were always nice to me and I was always nice to them. Simple really, he said, in what felt like a gentle nudge to Meghan's less than rosy account of her own experience. It's not like Tindall's holding court about the ins and outs of royal family life. He's more likely to joke about it than give any inside scoops. During one segment, he laughingly recalled expecting big trays of scones and fancy pastries upon marrying Zara. What did he actually get? A couple of broken rich teas and what looked like a half-eaten malted milk, he quipped. So, while the Sussexes' Netflix special showcased tearful moments and tales of Meghan trying so hard to fit in, Tindall keeps his approach light-hearted and straightforward, as if to say, don't take everything so seriously. For Meghan and Harry, whose Netflix documentary and interviews took viewers into the emotional toll of royal life, Tindall's comments might come off as flippant or dismissive. For example, Meghan's first meeting with Prince William and Catherine apparently involved a tense culture clash over something as simple as a hug. Meghan, a self-described hugger, was reportedly shocked by how Brits handle personal space, describing the formality as jarring. In Tindall's world, that jarring formality is merely tradition, not something to have a breakdown over. It's safe to say that Tindall has no plans to join the brigade of royals with grievances to air. In his view, being a royal isn't that big of a deal, it's just his family. And the bigger deal that everyone else makes of it, well, that's just more noise that he's happy to ignore.